Stardew Valley is a charming indie farming scene that took the world by storm. After inheriting a rundown farm from their grandfather, the player moves to Stardew Valley to start a new life away from the city. Grow crops, raise animals, befriend the villagers, and discover the secrets the valley has to offer. One Stardew Valley quest is actually a lot easier than it seems. Most quests in Stardew Valley are relatively simple special orders, in which an NPC will post a note to the bulletin board asking for a specific item. The item can be an everyday object the player is liable to have thousands of, or some rare, hidden artifact that may take hours to find. But overall, it's as simple as finding the item and bringing it back, at which point the player will receive a reward and a friendship or romance increase with the relevant Stardew Valley character. Problems arise when the sought-after item is hard to come by. Whether it requires a deep dive into the treacherous mines, a day in the remote Calico Desert, or just a lot of luck, these quests can take a lot of time to complete. Players may even avoid them on principle, knowing they've got easier and more important tasks to take care of first. However, at least one of these quests is easier than it looks on the surface, as long as players are willing to exploit a handy little trick. There's an easy trick to complete the wizard's quest for prismatic jelly in only a matter of minutes. Once players have progressed far enough in the mines, they may see a note from the wizard on the town's bulletin board. He requests a single jar of prismatic jelly, which he notes can be found within the caves. The problem is, prismatic jellies are exceedingly rare, and are only dropped by the equally rare prismatic slimes. Players may not have encountered a prismatic slime by the time this becomes available, and even if they have, it's difficult to spawn them reliably. However, it's fairly easy to farm prismatic slimes by exploiting the mine's procedurally generated nature. Each time a player takes the elevator into the mines, the floor they arrive on is reset. So all a player has to do is take the elevator to the 5th floor and look around for a prismatic slime. If they can't find one, they only need to get back on the elevator, return to the top, and then head back to the 5th floor to try again. This can be repeated infinitely until a prismatic slime spawns. Prismatic slimes still have a low spawn rate, so it may take a bit of time, but very little in-game time passes just by riding the elevator up and down. Even if the player has to repeat this process several times over, they'll still only burn through an in-game hour, give or take a few minutes. It may be repetitive, but it's bound to work eventually, and likely to spawn a prismatic slime without too much effort. The wizard doesn't just ask for prismatic jelly once this special order can repeat itself any number of times. And unfortunately, prismatic jellies can't be stockpiled. As soon as the special order is complete, any jellies not given to the wizard will vanish. Still, players can game the system to speed up the process, while also making some progress in Stardew Valley's mining profession. The elevator trick is all well and good, but combined with a couple of other steps, players can find prismatic jellies even faster. First and foremost, prismatic slimes will only spawn while the wizard's special order is active. Don't try to look for them in the mines before accepting the order in an effort to save some time they won't appear until the quest is accepted. Once it is accepted, there's roughly a 12% chance of a prismatic slime appearing on any given floor of the mines. In theory, that means the player will only have to repeat the elevator trick 9 times maximum before a prismatic slime spawns. But probability is rarely so simple. Prismatic slime spawn rates are also affected by luck, a semi-hidden Stardew Valley stat that determines, among other things, the player's likelihood of finding rare items. Luck is randomly generated every day, but can be permanently increased as long as the player character wears the special charm. Checking daily luck is as easy as tuning the TV to the fortune teller channel. Ideally, the most desirable message is, the spirits are very happy today, but any dialogue that doesn't imply the spirits are in a foul or neutral mood means the likelihood of prismatic slime spawning is marginally better. So the ideal conditions for prismatic jelly hunting involve a convergence of timing, patience, and luck. Like most tasks in the game, the wizard's special order can be fulfilled with a good deal of persistence. Still, with a little knowledge of how daily luck and prismatic slime spawn rates work, and a willingness to try again, Stardew Valley's most difficult quest can be completed with ease.